Hello everyone, welcome back. So Tamon's B-side season 1 is exactly the kind of romance anime that reminds you why Sojo is having such a strong comeback right now. From the very first episode, it's clear that isn't another just idle love story. It's something far more self-aware, hilarious and surprisingly heartfelt. At the center of it all is Yutage, a 16-year-old fangirl whose entire world revolves around her favorite idol, Tamon. He is the star member of the rising idol group Face, and to Utage, he is basically perfect. She fills her room with his posters, attends his concert, and spends every spare moment supporting him from afar. But being a hardcore fan isn't cheap, so Utage takes up a housekeeping job to fund her obsession, only to accidentally end up working for Tamon himself. And that's where the story flips in the best possible way because Tamon, the confident, charming idol everyone adores, is not what he seems offstage. In reality, is anxious, insecure mess of a human being, a complete contrast to his public persona. He slouches, spirals, overthinks everything, and honestly barely holds himself together. This version of himself even earns a nickname, Glomihara, and this duality is where the show truly shines. The animation and character design subtly shift depending on which version of Tamon we are seeing. As an idol, he is upright and polished. As his real self, he practically collapses him to himself physically and emotionally. It's a small detail, but it adds so much depth to the storytelling. Even the comedy leans into this. One of the running gags involves a mushroom appearing around him during his depressive episodes. Yes, actual mushrooms, which Utage ends up cleaning. It's absurd, but it works perfectly with the show's tone. And Tamon isn't the only one hiding behind a facade. As Utage gets closer to the group, she realizes none of the face members are who they pretend to be. The prince like youngest member is actually rude and immature. The kind, dependable leader is secretly stingy and skeptical, and the cute one he drinks, smokes, and has serious emotional baggage. Instead of mocking idol culture or the fan, the series does something smarter. It explores the pressure of maintaining this perfect image. It shows how exhausting it is to live up to expectations that aren't real. And importantly, it never makes fangirls the joke. Utage is the heart of the story. She's passionate, chaotic, and incredibly sincere. Some of the funniest moments come from her defending Tamon even from himself. She's the kind of fan who believes in him so strongly that she refuses to let him tear himself down. But that creates a complicated dynamic because now she's not just a fan, she's part of his life. And that's where the romance began very, very slowly. This is a true slow burn. Tamon struggles with his own self worth while Utich can't even process the idea of liking him as a person instead of an idol. So instead of rushing into romance, the show builds something more natural friendship, trust, and emotional support. There's even a bit of love triangle breathing, adding more tension to the story without overwhelming it. Performance wise, the acting absolutely carries this character. Saori brings so much energy to Utage, shifting from soft admiration to loud, chaotic passion effortlessly. And Kakuro does an incredible job making Tamon feel like two completely different people. His confident idol voice versus his soft, awkward real self is a standout. Visually, the show is just as strong. The animation has this textured, slightly retro feel, combined with vibrant colors and expressive characters acting. Even the background feels alive, packed with detail and moment. The music and performance also add to the experience. While some of the 3D dance scenes aren't perfect, there is a clear effort in choreography and presentation, making the idol world feel believable. What really makes Tamon's B-side special though is how effortlessly it feels. But that effortless vibe is the actual result of careful, thoughtful execution, from the humor and character writing to the visual storytelling and pacing. Yes, it's a comedy and yes, it's genuinely funny, but underneath all of that is a story about identity, expectation, and learning to accept both yourself and others, flaw and all. At its core, it's about two different people slowly figuring out how to meet in the middle, and that journey, awkward as it is what makes Tamon's B-side season 1 so refreshing. If you're looking for a romance that's funny, self-aware, and full of personality, this is absolutely worth your time. Tamon's B-side season 1 is now streaming on Crunchyroll. That's it. Thank you all for watching. Bye.